going on, family? I'm sorry for posting this video so late. I just, I've been just ridiculously busy. And I know I mentioned that a lot. I transitioned from another job, and technically I have three, but I'm trying to iron out my schedule. And I wasn't really happy with my previous commentary, so I've been wanting to either do music or I wanted to do commentary again. So we have less than 2.5 hours left, and I'm just looking through the teams on which one I want to take on. I don't remember. I think we do win this one, but I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. I was just seeping through and trying to figure out which ones I want to take. And this one right here is my favorite Holy team. Obviously, we know what Guardian Gazelle does. She's awesome. I wish I would have had more than one copy of her. Leonidas does Elemental Defense down, and June is a good follow-up, although I prefer using Li Shu or someone that's average speed, because June will go off before Leonidas, and that doesn't always synergize very well. And with this team, I also have Richard, which I was opposed to the Glass Heroes, but I really am trying to level all of them up now. And I usually have Ruffian Nurburgrid for the. I know they're very. They don't. Her team. Wow, I can't even speak. Her team power is very low, but I like her for what she does. Her mana reduction to the opponent, and then she distributes it to her allies. And I was hoping to get the using the ghosting lane, but I didn't win this one. And I kept getting all these combos, and let's see what happened now. And I want to go look to see what I did wrong. Well, for one thing, the problem with rush attack is that you really need to get a good opening board, because you have about, what, 3 turns before the opponents charge up. And if you can't get your matches in time, you're already at a disadvantage. So that already there is bad. Look at this guy. See, that's only one move and he's already charged. And I think this is a guy that obliterates my whole team. Yep, and they kept going. Look, that was, what, is that my second move? Okay. So, wow. I was pissed. I know I was. I know me. I just won't show it on camera. But off camera, I remember it was, gosh, was it 3 years ago? It had been, no, maybe 4 or 5. Oh, by the way, I had to go change teams because I just couldn't. I just needed a breather from that one. So this is why I went for this one. Oh, so going back to my story, I remember it had been it was before 2023, because I remember the job I was working there. I remember getting so mad with losing one of the attacks. I literally threw my phone across the room and I broke it just because of an attack. And that was one of the defining moments. I said, hey, I really need to control myself with this game, because it's getting too much. It's really getting to my head. So I think this is the one I took on next. They were all, I was flipping through them. And spoiler alert, if I take on this one, I didn't win the first time. And stupid Toon Magni just kept sniping out my heroes. And I know it doesn't make sense to take red against a blue tank. Magni never really was a threat to me. So I didn't mind taking the weakened color against him because since he was a sniper, he never really could take out too many heroes. And I think by the time he charges the second time, I should already get my matches. But in this case, this is not what happened. Now I took Revna because she reflects. There's a lot of stuff to reflect. We have the two on the left, and I think this guy, the guy in red, I don't know his name. And then I have Marjana for the elemental defense down, Aslar for this attack afterwards, and Liana for mana control to at least slow down one hero. And then Xenofalt for the extra source of mana increase. Needless to say, I didn't win this one either. He just kept taking them out one by one. Look at that. And you know, it really upsets me with the oh, see again that another that's what done me in another cascade, and cascades are not. Oh, I thought they would have killed Ruffin here. Cascades, actually, you really want to avoid them as much as possible because in rush attack, they just don't really do you any favors. So I see what happened there that charged up that summer chick. Now I'm trying to decide what to do. I think he was going off anyway, so I wanted to get rid of those holies. I think I went for the chick in the corner because I didn't want her to heal. I don't remember what I did here, so let's just take a look. Yeah, 8,500. That basically scratches their face. He didn't like that, and Maggie got mad. Yeah, so I don't win this one, as it's already the writing is on the wall. Oh, I forgot that I took her out. So it's kind of nice when you know that you're not gonna win. You at least can relish in the small victory by at least creating a ghosting lane for your next attempt. Oh, I think he takes up Magni. Oh, I mean not Magni. Oh, that's what happened to Aslar. I just, I just threw my hands up at that point. And this, there you go. It's so crazy to have Mayat take out someone. Because I remember when she was first released, she didn't really even do that much damage. And now her costume could uh, debilitate a whole team. So crazy how costumes have what they have really brought the some of the heroes out of the brink of being extinct, especially with the season one heroes. I wish I would have taken advantage of that glitch. No, no, no. I shouldn't say that because that's not true. I don't not dishonest like that. I try to do things the right way all the time. I don't remember here. I feel like this is one that I did win. And what I'm gonna do is I actually want to I want to go back to using four colors with rush attack because I don't like having I don't like coming into boards, and it just tends to happen with the RNG. And I know I complain a lot about the RNG. Well, you know, my brother would say the proof is in the pudding, and I never understood that phrase. And oh yeah, I was getting ticked off because this guy kept going off, and I'm thinking it's so ridiculous to see a sniper go off multiple times before any of your fast heroes can play. Yeah, this one I won. I get that vibe at this point. I don't, going back to my original point, I don't, let's see who I target. Let's see if I make I think that would be the right move. And I noticed with this, okay, this board, it took me a while to get my fires. I mean, not a while for my fires, but look at the board. I'm referring to at this point in the game, not in the beginning. Oh, he loves Gravemaker. Do you guys remember when Gravemaker was just, he was like top dog, him and Vela and Teleria, they were like just a dynamic trio. Everybody had those three. It's so interesting the trends that this game sets. Oh, okay. So going back to my original thought, I don't like taking three colors with rush attack because I don't like coming into a situation where the board and RNG tends to do that, where and I know it's something that I mention a lot, but like I said, it's pretty obvious, and I think if other people sit back and kind of seep that in and just monitor and monitor how often the boards will give you colors of tiles that you don't have. And I find that very, very suspicious. And also, what's the word? What's the terminology I want to use? I find it very evident, in particular to the rating, especially when it's a higher team power. I just, I feel that despite that, and you guys could look at my previous videos and look at the team powers that I come against, that if you have the right synergy and if you can get a really nice board to synergize with your team, you can take on opponents that are much stronger than you. So, but if you have a board, so look at this one right here. So it's a 7,900 team power, and I have under 6,100. I I could take into account that they're missing one person. So if we were to reduce it by what 20%, that's that would take off what about 1,500. So I guess it would make it a little bit more balanced. So this one I do win. I think the board was pretty generous with nature tiles, and I think I matched them up relatively quickly. Yeah, because right there I can. Oh, I don't have for some reason. Oh, you know what it is? I want Evelyn to go off, and I think I give her the defense troop, which I really want her to have the another troop. It's just that the other two that I have here on the team, they have a stronger defense than Evelyn, so I don't give her the mana troop, which I probably should, because technically she should be going off first for the benefit of the elemental defense down. Yeah, I wanted to take him out because underneath him was my match for a heal, and I didn't want him to snipe my healer. Well, I guess I went with another direction. Keeps on going and going and going. This team is solid right here, the one that I chose. I love this team. And then I forget that I have Evelyn for she does a dispel and she does a cleanse. So she's pretty clutch. I like what they did with her. The only problem is she's just outdated. That's about it. But her utility is timeless. Any hero that inflicts elemental defense down and or dispels or cleanses, they have something they have a very rare utility. I kept messing with this. I kept trying to get the functions. I was trying to get to the, what is that, the semicolon? At a certain point, I said, just forget it. So what was that? That was flag number 3. I'm trying to fit this in before work because family, I worked like 80 hours this week. It's pretty insane. And I still am going into to work my shift for the end of the week. And then it starts all over again on Sunday. Hopefully it won't be as intense. Now I don't remember which team I took. Most likely I'll put, no, that's not permanent. Because I don't use Alasi here because as great as a hero this one is, she doesn't synergize with the 2 ice heroes since they're both average. I usually will go with Many Thorn and and what's her name? The bear, the ice bear. The one that looks like that snow cone bear. Gosh, what's her? Frida. Frida. I, did I pick her? I don't think I did. Oh, I did not. Shame on me. Because she gives the elemental defense down. I should have picked her. I don't know why. I don't normally. Anyway, I can't pine over what I already did because I can't change it. But typically, I'll go. Oh yeah, I remember this battle now. So that one with the robe in the left, I went into overtime trying to get rid of her because she keeps. I think she kept healing. I think it was because of her passive. And then Marjana over there kept dodging everything. She was getting on my damn nerves. I wasn't playing. She really was. And I think that's one of the things that's also buffed the opponent's. Oh, well, I think Kalali's dead. Yeah, a 4-star hero can't withstand an attack from a 5-star, especially at that intensity. That one was deep. But I think oh good. Well, then it was good that I took Elasti because she saved Vivica from being killed. Now I think Marjana dodges this attack. Yeah, you see, and then she reflects it. So irritating. I think that's gonna charge her up. Yeah, look at that. Who she hit? I wish she didn't bypass that. Did I go for her? Did I kill her this time? Look at that. And this goes into overtime, so it'll be quite a while. So just embrace yourself, family. I don't remember. I'd have to go look at her card and figure out why she keeps just look at all that business that's going on there, resistant and family bonus and blah 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 blah. Okay, okay, okay. I'd have to go, but seriously speaking, I had to go look at her card and see why, because she just was just doing all that. Look at all that. Oh, I forgot to turn off my notifications. I hope that doesn't get me in the end because I'll get a phone call. It's happened before to me in my earlier stages. I used to get a phone call during a recording and it used to tick me off because I'm thinking, y'all can call me before this. Why call me now? So if I remember to, I always make sure to put on the do not disturb so I don't get any phone calls and text messages. I think the only ones that can bypass that Do Not Disturb is my family. It's kind of good when you're going up against an opponent if you have this like ping pong situation because you'll win by just the increased right there, the increased damage. It's a good saving grace, but obviously, who wants to be put in this scenario? You just want to, just like uh, going to the mall, you just want to get in and get out. I am seeing that one of her passives is in regards to dispelling, but it looks like she has a family bonuses being activated, which I don't know what that is. It seems that she gains mana. I think she gains mana when she has mana increased. And then she also looks like anytime you dispel something, she increases mana or something like that. This is an annoying one, especially in rush attack. Oh my goodness. There we go. We're going to the last 5 minutes. This actually gives me an opportunity to get dressed because I have to leave for work in, well, in about maybe, what, 10 minutes? Probably by the time I do all this stuff, I will finally have won this one. Oh, there we go. Okay, whoa, that was flag number 5? Now, let's see here. I think that one, it took me 2 attempts. The first one was 1 attempt, and I think E1 was 2 attempts. Yes, that's 5 flags. Okay. And let's see what we got going on here. You know what, you guys? I am so glad that I chose Lord Loki with the last what was it? It was the visiting outfitter. I remember because I'm having a lot of fun with this hero. I I you, I wanted Lord Loki for such a long time, years. He was one of the heroes that I did chase after. And I stopped. Well, I can't say I stopped chasing after heroes. That's not true because I just did a video. I'd be lying to my fan base if I said that. I I don't really chase after the legendary heroes anymore. It would be cool if I. You know what, Kingston. Let me go back to. I'll go back to my original thought. Okay, I know. I, I get, I get side railed easily, but it's just so many thoughts in my head. Kingston, let me say, got cheated out of getting a costume because they. I don't know if you guys remember, but they put the Tower of is it Tower of Legends or League of Legends, whatever. They put that on a hold, and I think that's kind of so dirty to all they're so focused on trying to bring all these new heroes that other heroes get left in the dust. I say just finish a project you started and then move on to another one. So Kingston got done dirty, and so did Frida. Frida is deserving of a costume because they can do something with that elemental defense down that she has and the dispel. What I think they should do if they get her costume is give her the dispel first and then she does the attack and then applies the elemental defense down. It'll be enough to make that hero different than just a slight different adjustment instead of just copy and paste. And my other thought before that was I think Chasing Heroes. Yeah, so you saw me with the video Chasing Annabelle. All right, so I don't chase too many legendary heroes anymore. Oh yeah, this guy revives a lot. It's kind of annoying. I don't tend to chase legendary heroes anymore because what ends up happening is it's I chase them, I don't get them, and then like Alexandria was one of them. I wanted that hero so badly that I kid you not, I spent like over $200 trying to get her. I got costume Thorn out of it, but you know, and then what ended up happening later, I think maybe a year later or something, she ended up being available through, I think it was Soul Exchange. So I got her there. So sometimes it's best not to change. Oh, that's not too bad. Sometimes it's not best to chase after a hero. We get that sense in our head that this is our only opportunity, and no, screw that. It's not true. You'll get another opportunity to get that hero over time. You just, if you don't get it, you move on, and at some point the game will make it available. All right, fam. I guess this is where I end. All right. Thank you for your patience.